Hello, everyone. Today I want to talk about Whitney Houston, the late, great Whitney Houston. Isn't this a beautiful picture of her? She looks absolutely fabulous. She's a legend. So many people love Whitney Houston, and her former bodyguard. He allegedly, he's saying this. He has a book coming out. He said that he was tempted to give up everything for Whitney Houston. Okay? He was going to give it all up for Whitney Houston. Now look, a lot of men were in love with Whitney Houston. Oh yes. Whitney Houston was the biggest star in the world globally. A lot of men were in love. According to Cola Booth's book, Osama bin Laden was obsessed with her. And there were many other men who loved her. She was considered one of the most beautiful black women in the world. So we know about The Bodyguard. The Bodyguard is an amazing film that Whitney Houston and Kevin Costner, they starred in. And many people always thought that, well, The Bodyguard was about, well, Kevin Costner was not her bodyguard, but he wanted Whitney to be the leading lady. He said he would not do the film unless it was Whitney Houston. And many people always speculated that he was in love with her, that he was in love with Whitney. Some people even said they might have had a little low-key relationship, but interracial dating back then, and even to this day, but back then especially, their relationship maybe wouldn't be accepted. I'm not saying they were in a full-on relationship, but there were many speculations, and that many people have always said that they felt Kevin Costner was in love with Whitney Houston. So let's go back to her actual bodyguard. Now he's sort of insinuating he was in love with Whitney. It doesn't mean that Whitney had anything going on with him. We don't know. Whatever went on, he says that he wanted to give up everything to be with Whitney. So let's see more of what he said. Okay, his name is David Roberts. He was Whitney Houston's former bodyguard, and he has revealed his feelings for the first time about the iconic singer. He said that it went beyond professional. In a recent interview with the Daily Mail, Roberts, he was her bodyguard from 1988 to 1995, he shared that one evening when Whitney Houston rested her head on his shoulder, he was tempted to give up everything to change the nature of their relationship. He explained, if you cross that line, you lose, objectivity, and that makes it dangerous for the person you're protecting. Okay. He said that his relationship with Whitney Houston inspired the 1992 film The Bodyguard, pointed out that much of the movie mirrored their real life experiences. Fans can dive deeper into his time with Whitney Houston in his upcoming memoir, Protecting Whitney Houston, slated for release in January of 2025. Okay, this month. Okay. So, what do you think hearing something like this? Do you think this is a publicity stunt, that he just wants some attention? I don't know. I mean, you never truly know, but he's claiming that he is the reason, he is the inspiration behind The Bodyguard. Now, we know in the film The Bodyguard, he was protecting Whitney Houston. They had feelings for each other. They kissed. I don't know if they actually slept together in the film. I can't really remember right now. But that he was in love with her. And yeah, it's hard. We hear rumors of things like this happening. I can see how a bodyguard can get attached. They're always there. They truly are friends with you. They see you, what goes on. They're protecting you. Sometimes it's just you and them talking. I can see how that can happen. Okay, again, everyone thought it was Kevin Costner, and I still think Kevin Costner wanted to be with Whitney Houston. I do. But her bodyguard had feelings, and if it's like the movie, they had feelings for each other. Again, I'm not saying that is 100% true. We were not there, but you can see the chemistry between Whitney and Kevin. And Kevin, many people believe that Kevin was in love with Whitney. And for all we know, maybe they did have a little fling going on that they kept low key. And I know that he said that movie cannot be made if it's not Whitney Houston. Period. Okay, when she passed away, this is what he said. And maybe, I mean, we don't know, but he said, Whitney, you weren't just good enough, you were great. You weren't just pretty, you were beautiful as any woman could be. And people didn't just like you, Whitney, they loved you. And it's very, very true. So at the end of the day, people will speculate, but it's a little bit believable. I mean, again, Whitney Houston was royalty, music royalty, a living legend, loved globally by so many men and women, so many men attracted to Whitney Houston. She had, her image, her classy, beautiful, good girl image, and her bodyguard. It's not hard to believe again because so many bodyguards, I'm sure, not just with Whitney Houston, they get attached sometimes. They get attached because they see you cry. They see the things you don't see publicly when you have fans who are obsessed, who send them mail, like in the movie The Bodyguard, obsessing over them. You feel the need to protect her. That's what your job is. And I can totally see their feelings developing. Maybe Whitney didn't have feelings, I don't know, but he did. But he's saying it was like the movie. In the movie, they developed feelings for each other. Okay, so he has this book coming out. We also know her friend, she revealed their relationship that people had talked about for years. It's a lot going on, but it's not hard for me to believe that he had a crush on Whitney or developed feelings. But as far as anything actually happening, we don't know. And as far as Kevin Costner, we don't know, but most people kind of picked up on it, that he definitely had a crush on Whitney. So, Whitney is not here anymore. She cannot tell her truth of what happened when it comes to relationships and everything. And she's not here. We want Whitney to be able to rest in peace, okay? And a lot of people are still sad about Whitney's passing. I mean, Whitney was one of the greatest voices in music and very, very talented. Her music lives on forever. I really don't like that her daughter, Bobby Christina, had passed away so soon after her. Hopefully they are together, and Whitney will live on forever. Period. So many people still listen to her music, speak her name, and are inspired by her in the music industry. So that's all I wanted to share, was this small clip of the bodyguard, one of her bodyguards, what he had to say. All right. So before I go, I want to share a business with you to check out. Check out Missouri Culture Skin. Look at this, the body butter. She has this cute candle. Okay, this peach candle. She also has turmeric soap. She has a lot of different products on her website. She has the cherry almond body butter. She has the dewdrops, the oils. She has something for your skin for eczema. Okay, just $15. So you get a really good deal. Check out Missouri Culture Skin, okay? And before I go, Whitney Houston has a lot of songs that people know of, but one of her most famous songs, I Will Always Love You. Yes, it's a rendition of Dolly Parton's song, her singing it, but it's one of her most legendary songs. And I want to leave with playing a clip from Whitney Houston. This is one of her greatest performances, and people don't often talk about the saxophone. That part of the song gives me chills, and that's what I'm going to play. Whitney looked amazing in her sequins blazer, just shining, and this is when people gave you performances. This is when music was the golden age, legendary. So just check this out. Rest in peace to Whitney Houston. You all take care. Bye. Everyone for stopping by. Please click the bell for all notifications so you know when I'm live. If you want to check out my other videos, check them out. You'll know when I'm live and when I'm uploading. Okay, I will be reading your comments below. Thank you all for stopping by. Bye, everybody.